Is it dark? You guys, I am back on here. The lighting is not as good as I would like it to be. But you guys, I am back on here for part two, okay? Because earlier, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It just, the, um, in the middle of the session, it just cut off. And I'm like, what? So I ended up finding out that I reached my limit for Wi-Fi for the month. And so it literally just cut off in the middle. But I have this backup hotspot device. And so this is what I'm using. But um, I just didn't want to go and pick my, hook it up to my computer and all this extra stuff. So I just decided to come on here, you guys, and to do it like this, okay? Because why not? Because otherwise, I would have to hook my computer up to this hotspot and all this crazy stuff. So I know that it was able to get at least 33 minutes, but I don't know at what point did it, you know, go out of whack. So I'm just going to start over from the beginning. So this is part two. Sorry if you already seen part one and it kind of messed up on you. Things don't have to be perfect. God told me that the most important thing was to get the message out there, right? The most important thing was the message. And I was sitting here and I was thinking like, okay, well maybe that was God's sign telling me that I need to do other work. But it just never left the back of my brain. I'm like, nah, that ain't that ain't what God want me to do. God would want me to push through and try to figure out how to get the message out here to the people. So um, like I was saying, hello, welcome. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So, welcome to the live, you guys. I just seen somebody pop in, and it just made me remember that I met such beautiful souls today. Everybody was just so super divine. Like I love meeting you guys, and I love making connections. But today, y'all, I'm gonna be so honest. I was like I told y'all when I met y'all. Nobody's perfect. We are all going through something, right? Not even me. Like I got this information, but it takes research, it takes dedication and commitment to God, right? But we are all here having this human experience. And so like today, y'all, I was very judgmental of myself. I was so freaking judgmental of myself. I barely wanted to approach half the people I approached because like I said, I was being very judgmental. I don't think that I was in the right headspace today. But I still approach people because this has nothing to do with me. This is God's vision for me. And so I must work the vision and I must, talk to as many as people as I can about the information that I have. So, like I said, I was just judging myself and I was like, let me just get through this day. Let me just talk to as many people as I can and bring them this information. And so, hi guys, welcome. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm so glad to see some of you guys on here. Hopefully, let me know if we met today. Let me know if we met today. That'd be super exciting to meet some of you guys back on here. I guess maybe this is a better time. Um, Scrolling past faster than lights over there. What is that? I don't know. Y'all, sometimes it be like random people coming on here because y'all know YouTube has this feature like where you can scroll and just like look at random people lives. But I met so many of you beautiful souls today. I'm just so excited to have you guys here on the channel because this is where home is, you guys. This is a safe place for you guys to come and like do meditation and whatever it is. So when I got home today, I was super overwhelmed, right? I was so totally overwhelmed, and I was just like, I don't want to do nothing. I don't even want to go on this live. I don't want to, put any energy out there because I was just feeling a lack, right? I was feeling a lack of energy. And so I had to ask myself, I had to say, what is most essential for you right now? Like, and sometimes we can get our responsibilities, our chores, and whatever it is that we may have to do in our household as things that's important or that we feel is most essential, right? And when I sat down and I asked myself that, I was like, what can I do to tap in to an infinite amount of energy, right? That's going to give me what it is that I need to get everything that I need to do done on my list. Because if y'all don't know, my life has become very, very busy with balancing this YouTube business, balancing just my client business, right? Where I'm working with with the people that come and find me on here and they say, I would like to work with you and whatever you have to offer, whatever. And then motherhood, right? I'm a single mother of two. And so I'm running the whole entire show. I'm running the whole thing. So it's like, that's overwhelming. Having to expand that. What is it? What is it, young lady?
My tablet's charging.
Okay, but I need this time. Thank you, ma'am. No. So, oh my God, kids, y'all. So she's 6, and so very very dramatified stage of their life. So, but I get it because I've been a kid before. So balancing all that, guys, is very, very difficult. And so I had to say the most essential thing for me right now is to drop into meditation, right? And the reason why I want to talk about meditation as being one of the tools, right? As being one of the tools that would be most essential for you being able to get what it is that you need to get done, right? So me dropping and grounding myself into meditation allowed me to access an abundant, an infinite amount of energy. This is what we have not been given. We have not been given the knowledge that we can simply drop into a meditation and all of a sudden we have this access to an abundance amount of energy. We only need energy to get done what it is we need to get done, right? We don't need nothing else. We don't need money. We don't need cars, fancy clothes. We don't need any of it, right? We just need energy. And so when we talk about abundance, right? Jai, now.
See?
No, go. Because you're being rude and you need to stop. I don't appreciate it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we need to have this information where we are tapping in to our state of abundance, right? We need to be in a state of abundance because how we were programmed, how we were conditioned, and how we were wired was to be in a state of scarcity. And what does a state of scarcity mean? It means that you don't have access to God's source energy, right? That's what that is, where you don't have access to source. And so how is this happening? How is scarcity happening to us? Not because we're lacking money, not because we're lacking community. It's because we're not connected to God. But how though? How is this happening? They're giving you jobs. They're giving you bills. They're giving you all these things that distract you from yourself, that distract you from God. Now at the end of your day, and you are trying to maybe get a business off the ground, trying to maybe get some kind of vision that God has given you, that God has put on your heart off the ground, you don't have any energy because you've been at work all day, right? And so we need these tools like meditation, like affirmations, like yoga, like doing things that connect us back to source energy, so that way we can have the energy that we need to do the things that we love to do. Because sometimes you do have to do what you have to do until you can do what you want, right? Great. But at the same time, we have to be continuously creating our new realities, though. We have to be still putting down seeds of growth for our new realities. Oh, well, is me, blah, blah, blah. But then we don't put no energy down towards what we're trying to create, right? We got to be able to do both. And the way you do that is by tapping into your infinite amount of abundance with God. With God. Because I came home feeling super overwhelmed, right? Like, oh my gosh, Hello, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Also, let me know if we met today. I'm so super excited to see if some of you guys actually came on here. Um, so we have to be able to balance that. I came home feeling super overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to do nothing, right? On top of having two kids on top of that. Like, so I'm like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But if we care, if we care about our success, if we care about our forward movement, if we care about expanding into new realities, right, into new quantum realities, then we're going to have to prioritize God. We're going to have to prioritize God, period. Or else, right? Or else. So when I dropped into the meditation, I said an affirmation because I'm not the I'm not swimming in money, right? And so sometimes money can be a very big distraction for how we feel. Because sometimes we may look at our self-worth as how much money we have, right? And so sometimes what we have to tell ourselves is money is not who I am. I'm just having an experience with money. And so when you know you're having experiences with money, you know that that situation can be temporary, right? And so I was feeling very overwhelmed. I was feeling very defeated and I was judging myself, right? And so I had to drop into a meditation with the affirmation of I am abundant, right? I am abundant and I lack nothing. I lack nothing. I have access to the creator to creation energy, meaning that I can create whatever kind of opportunity that I would like for myself. And these are the things that we need to know. These are the things that we need to know because we need to know that we're worthy of these things. So guys, drop in the comments, what is some of, and this is the conversation I was telling y'all about where I wanted to open up the conversation. What are some blockages that you guys were dealing with today that you want to have the ancestors move you through? Because those were just some of my blockages that I had today where, you know, I was on a very surface level, right? I was on a very surface level where I thought I had to have all these particular things to, hold on, give me a second, y'all. Yeah,
Is there toilet paper?
it's at the bottom of the closet right there.
Bottom?
So thinking that I had to have all these particular things to be able to spread God's message, right? So let me know in the comments, what are some things that blockages that has come up for you guys today? Because I would love to work through those and kind of give you some tools that you can use to get through this stuff. So while you guys are putting in the comments some blockages that you may have experienced today, I want to break down the science, right? I want to break down the science of why you are abundant. Because sometimes people come on and they tell us, you are abundant, blah, 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 blah. But they don't tell us the science of why we should feel abundant, right? And I'm always the person that likes to tell people why, because if they can hang on to the why, then they can understand what it is that I'm trying to get across, or they can understand themselves on a deeper level. And that's what I'm all about, is letting people understand for themselves why it is that I can have this belief system, right? So that way you can take that belief system on too. It's very important that if somebody is coming on with a higher vibrational frequency kind of thought, you take those thoughts on. Like, you don't just sit and watch somebody else and say, no, you have to start tapping into what you feel like you're worth and your value. You're valuable enough to take on beliefs such as that one, like I am abundant. So let's get down to the root of it, right? And if you need more explanation on this type of concept, I've already made videos. I've already laid the foundational work for you guys to go have a place to go to get this type of information. the belief system that I'm talking about, that I'm getting ready to talk about right now, is how low self-esteem stopped me from utilizing the law of attraction, right? So I go over this and I go into great detail about, how low self-esteem goes along with the law of attraction. So it's a very good video to watch. If you haven't watched it already, make sure you do check it out. But let's get down to the science of who you are, right? So you are a soul, right? You are a soul. And God is the original soul creator. The original soul creator, meaning that God is a soul that has created your soul. God's intentions were to create you, right? Fragments of itself, so that way it can experience as much as it could through you as a vessel, right? So you are made in the likeness of God. You are made in the likeness of God, meaning that whatever God is made up of, you are too, right? And so God is made up of multiple different things, but we're going to just talk about some today. Light energy, right? Material, which is consciousness, and elements, right? Elements. If you know anything about chemistry, you know about the the elemental periodic table, right? Where we talk about oxygen, hydrogen, all these other things. All of that is God. God is made up of those elements. If you don't know what it is, look up the periodic table so you can see the elements that I'm talking about. That is what God is made up of. And so are you. Nothing you see here that's around me right now was made out of anything outside of God. Nothing can exist here. Nothing can exist in the material plane, right? In the third dimensional plane, without it coming from the fifth dimensional plane, which is God, right? Which is unconditional love and provision. So everything you see here that's around me, I'm wearing something that God has created, right? Because it derives from God, because all of this is element, electrons, right? Material, matter. So if you are made in the likeness of God, that means that you are made up of these things too. And I'm not talking about your skin. I'm talking about the soul that resides within you. I'm not talking about the skin. Of course, this skin and this hair and stuff was made up of elements as well. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the thing that attracts stuff your way is your soul. And that is what is made up of elements. And that is what's consciousness. And that is what's light. Right? That's what's light. So when you begin to think about your desires and things that you want to do, again, I go into depth with this stuff. But when you begin to think about things that you want to do, you have to understand that you're attracting the elemental frequency of it, right? Because you got to understand that you're pulling your desires from God. You're pulling your desires from God, not from anything else. Everything around you is God. And so when you are going towards a manifestation, or when you're trying to go after a dream, you have to know that you are pulling your energy, right, from God. You're pulling your energy from God. That's the universe, and God is your very first provider. Nothing can come before God. People, places, or things. God is providing you with all of those things. God will provide, and the universe will provide through people, for sure, through people. But God is the first provider. God is the first provider. So why is this important? Why does this connect to doing what's most essential, right? Because guess what? If I come home and I don't prioritize God, and I'm in shambles, and I'm in stress, and I'm in anxiety, right? I'm not pulling from God at that moment, right? I am in a state of lack. If I'm in stress and anxiety, that directly means that's a mental health issue, right? Stress and anxiety is a mental health issue, which means that I am in disconnection and in separation from God. So if I'm in anxiety, that means that I need to get back connected to God. Because if I'm dealing with stress and anxiety, again, that means that I'm in separation. Because all these things are mental health issues, and God is the mental plane. God is the mental plane. And so if I'm in separation, I need to get into a meditation that drops me back into my reality and connects me back to God and connects me back to source energy. Everybody here is connected to source energy. Nobody is excluded. Everybody is connected to source energy. I don't care what somebody told you throughout life. You can feel that greater pull to yourself. You can feel that higher calling, like something is protecting you, but you're ignoring it. That thing that you're ignoring, that's God. That's your main provider. That's the thing that's providing you with abundance, with prosperity. It don't matter whatever it is that you're trying to create. God will provide you with the provision, meaning vision, right? Provision, meaning that you're in preparation of the vision first, right? So before anything comes to happen, to pass for you, it must be prepared for. God will prepare you for the vision you're receiving. That's what provision means. Jai, I need you to keep it down. I'm still live, okay, baby? Or close the door.
Okay, I'm making a video too.
Okay, close the door, baby.
If I'm gonna make a video, I have to keep the door closed.
Yes, because you're a little too loud.
But you have to.
Close the door. So, this is why dropping into your meditation is so important. Because you are on a journey. You are on a path. And so if you are having a blockage, it's stopping you from being able to move forward in your journey. Right? It's stopping you from being able to move forward in your journey. And getting back connected with God will get you back on the journey that you're supposed to be on. But if we are walking around in disconnection all day, we're not going to be able to make it. We're not going to be able to make it out here without God. It's getting crazy out here. It's getting real crazy out here. And so we need to have something that we are connected to. We need to have something that we are connected to. We need to be able to go to tap into a source that's providing us with energy. What is energy? Energy is information. Energy is information. The way your body was designed, it's a computer. And so your body reads energy, right? Anytime you meet somebody, you be like, oh, I can read their energy from right here. I know exactly who they are from right here. I can read their energy. Right? You're reading information, data, DNA about that person, right? So that's the same with God. God will provide you with a specific level of energy that you may need in that moment, right? That's why meditation will be key, because you tapping in, you going home and saying, look, I need clarity. Look, I need abundance. And God will provide you with the abundance that you need in that moment to move forward with what it is that you're trying to do. So at any given moment, if you are tapping into God and saying, okay, I'm just not quite able to finish out this project, right? You go to a meditation and you say, God, I am abundant. I am focused and I am clear. God will provide you with that energy, send you information, right? Send you information that gets you back on what you just asked for. So now you're moving on your path. Now you're moving down that path to finish that project, right? This is so important. This is so important to the forward movement of your success journey. If you are a follower of me right now, you're following me because you're going to be on a path of success. God is blazing the trail for you in this season. You're not following me just to watch me. You're following me so you can get busy too. Nothing I'm talking about is just for fun. I'm talking about things for people who want to build a legacy. And these are the kind of things that people do when they are millionaires. I don't read the Bible, but they read the Bible. They get into meditation. They have structure and routine. They know what it means to be expansive. They know what it means to create their dream realities. They know how to tap into God. They know how to prioritize God in their life. These are the type of things that we should be talking about if we want to be successful. So when I come on here and I say the importance of doing things that's essential, that's what I mean. I don't just come on here to say, oh yeah, we're going to do what's essential. No, take that energy on, because this is the vessel. This is God giving you the direction to go do what's most essential in your life first. And then God will give you the energy that you need to handle everything else. To handle everything else. Like I said, I run this entire household on my own. So how do you think I'm getting it done? I'm tapping in with God. I'm tapping in with God. On top of everything else that's going on in this world, I live here too. I live here too. So where do you think I'm getting my energy from? I'm tapping in with God. To be able to come on here and share this message on top of everything else, who do you think I'm tapping into? It's got to be something supernatural. Something way bigger than me. Something way bigger than me. So you too. Right? Because we have things to do. We have dreams that we are sitting on. We have dreams that we are sitting on. And we need to get up. And we need to execute on them. But the moment you move, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm not even going to never, ever make nothing up. The moment you move, that is when you're most protected. Because now you're showing God that you're willing to take a chance on the dreams that God has given you. So now, like I said again, when you tap in with God and you say, this is the energy that I need, God is going to send you the information you need to move forward in what it is you're trying to do. To open up my books. So I'm going to be taking science this week. I am doing a $30, 30-minute one-on-one session. So anybody that is interested in doing a one-on-one session with me, where we go over some blockages, where we go over some intention setting and some game planning for you to jumpstart whatever vision it may be, right? Whatever vision you may have. It's time, you guys. It's time. It's time for us to get started on the things that we truly desire. We really truly desire to do. God didn't come to play. Not in this season. Because it's harvest season. And I know some people don't even know what that means. But harvest season means that the enemy has come to collect your soul. I'm sorry. But I'm not. So God got to be at work as well. And God works through vessels like me. God has called me to the front to say, listen, I need you on the front line. And I need you working with my people one-on-one. Because we need them to get started on their path of righteousness. We need them on their paths of righteousness. Ain't no more fooling around. You waited long enough. It's your time right now. You waited long enough. It's your time right now. Whatever you've been procrastinating about, whatever you've been thinking about, the time is now. Anybody that is following me is on a path. God didn't approach you today, yesterday, last week. It's because you got something on your heart that needs to come to manifestation. If you can see me, I'm talking to you. Nobody's excluded. It's everybody's job to get busy because we need more people in our community. We need more people in our communities. We need more leaders. It's not enough. Get off of social media. Nobody's that successful. There is not this like, I'm telling y'all, I had to get off of social media because I just thought everybody around me was so successful. Until I got in the streets and I said, oh no, it needs to be more leaders. It needs to be more leaders here. Setting the example. Because this is all about the example that's being set, right? For the youth, they need an example. I didn't have an example of what success looked like growing up. I didn't have an example of what it would look like to have a relationship with God. Right? So we need more people that's setting the example. We don't need nobody that's going to sit around and watch people set an example. No. That's not how things work. God sent you here to be a part of a community. A community of successful people. A community of people who feel abundant. Prosperous. So I am opening up my books, you guys. I'm so super excited to be working with some of y'all because I know that there are big dreams on each and every one of you guys who watched this video today, that you have some dreams that you need to materialize into this third dimensional plane, right? But you need to know how to materialize these dreams, right? You need to know how. And so I'm opening up my books. I'm going to, when this video is over, I'm going to put, matter of fact, I'm going to put in the comments. I need to learn how to use this, y'all, because this is my first time using this in, y'all know I've been going live, stream, y'all. Oh my God. I don't know, but I'm going to, my email, my business email. Matter of fact, I should have put the darn link. Hold on, y'all. If this messed up, I'm trying to figure out how to use this. Highlight. No, I don't want to highlight. What's this? Share. No, not share. What's this? No. Y'all. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know how to do it, y'all. Oh my gosh, I should have put it in the title. But I am going to put my business email and as well as the link to, oh my God, 32. I am going to MG Therian. So I'm going to put my information in the in the description box below, so that way you can just click right on the link to send you to my calendar, so that way you can book your appointment. So $30 for 30 minutes. And that's just for this week, you guys. The price is going up next week because I know that the demand is going to go up. So just for this week, $30. And I think that's pretty dope for people who are just trying to get their feet off the ground and getting some, thank you for the hearts, and getting some information that really will change your life. I mean, what? This coming directly from the source. So I know it's going to be good. So be on the lookout for my link, you guys. And I want to end this with a meditation, okay? Yay! Meditation, so I can show you guys how to tap in to your abundant energy, right? So that way you can feel bountiful. So that way you can feel the opportunities around you. So that way you can unblock those. Um, so that way you can clear out your energy, right, and get those blockages out. So let's get into a state of ease, and let's have an affirmation of what do we need? We need a state of abundance, and we need a state of prosperity. Okay. So is this little baby coming back in here? Because I don't want that to interrupt our session. Okay, once you come back in, baby, stay in here, okay? Because and that's too loud. Okay. Um, let's get into a state of ease, you guys. Why? Why a state of ease? Because when our nervous system is at a state of ease, now we are able to attract what it is that we need from God. Ease. And we are going to begin with breathing from our heart, okay? You know what? I need her to be a little bit more quiet because this is meditation, okay? Hold on. Jack, baby.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Okay, I need you to go record on your phone. Okay, well, let me close the door. It's loud. We're never doing meditation.
Video.
I'm closing. I'm closing the door. Oh my God. Okay. So hopefully we don't get interrupted with our meditation, but so let's get a state of ease so we can get into a state of surrender and trust, feel safe to come and to provide for us, right? So take a couple deep breaths. We're back. Y'all, I don't know what's been going on with my internet today, but it's been acting crazy. But hopefully you guys were able to get into your meditation, and hopefully you guys seen some of that meditation. Oh my gosh. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But I'm so excited that I had you guys on live tonight. When you get into your meditation tonight, remember, I am abundant. Remember that when you are saying these things, that you are receiving in that moment, that you are receiving in that moment. And so that is very, very important when you're doing your grounding work. And you can probably hear the calmness in my voice now, right? So it makes such a difference for you to ground into your energy. It makes such a difference for you to ground into your energy. And so, yay! I'm so super excited for you guys. I'm excited. Be sure to book your appointment. Do not miss this opportunity. $30 for 30 minutes. Maybe it might be an hour. It just depends on what you're needing, what kind of blockages you got to work through, whatever affirmations or container work that we have to come up with. But this is a really good deal. So definitely take advantage of it while you can. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Be on the lookout for the link, okay, in the description in my email. So I will see you guys later. Bye.